30 kills. Again, really? Really? Fuck's sake. I don't think I'll be able to get 30 kills, gonna be honest with you. Ow. Not that way. Okay, come on. Okay. Really? Took me long enough. At least the Grenier Corpus were, you know, distracting the enemies for me. Christ. Ow. Tree. Yeah. I don't think they're reclaiming this place. Okay. Let's just get on and leave the Corpus guys to their fate. I mean, I was only hired to assassinate. Nothing else. Not in my job description. No. No means no, mate. Also revoke the frailties of the flesh by adding more flesh and mutated. And immortality, new. Immortality will be achieved by cybernetics or not at all. Or, I suppose, biological thing could be done, but I know if it looks like that, I'll stick with the cybernetics. Christ, there's a ton of enemies here. Skip the cinematic. I wonder, does it pause the enemies there or something? Because I would hate for it to keep going if I couldn't, you know, avoid attacks. You know, a bit of a hazard. I actually remember watching a cutscene in Final Fantasy XIV, and I since it was my first time seeing the boss, I watched the cutscene. The other rest of my group, they'd already seen it. I think they were vastly higher level. They killed the boss in the time when I was watching the cutscene. I came out of the cutscene, boss was dead. I got some loot. Then I saw the cutscene after the boss. It was hilarious. Weird shit. Oh, there's big guy. I can slash. He really likes giving stretch. Like, seriously.
They won't be bothering us anymore. Let's get out of here.
He really likes giving the stretch power up. I'm just helping out for shits and giggles. But anyway, I'm done this now. I've assassinated him 3 times because he's a very stubborn fucker and won't take a blade through the head as an answer. Ooh, nice. 3. 4. Fuck yeah. I think the reason they're level 10 is because they got spawned by a boiler. Can't be certain, but that's what I figure. That's a different... Oh no, it was just the same container, just facing away from me. Weirdly. And I didn't get any rep for that time, but that's fine. And another one of those. And some more credits. And I should get some battle pay as well. Well, the battle pay will be more coordinates. Well, another coordinate. And I think I need 3 or 4. I need tree. Okay. Oh, at some stage I'm sure I'll do that. Okay, that's an invasion. Oh, sorry. Oh, okay, that place is presently being invaded, but I'm not interested. Okay, it's normally a capture mission. Good for it. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Hmm. Ooh, the parent infestation's actually currently winning. Oh, as long as I still get my reward. I suppose I could help out a bit more. Then again, do I really care that much? Not really. Hmm. 7 to 12? Ah, syndicate mission, that's it. I was very confused and very concerned. To defeat Raptor asked the other thing.
Order seems to have misplaced those memories.
Get a penta blueprint and 1,000 credits. And here, I'll get Lecta and Chroma optics. And here, I don't know. Okay, I have this place on. Oh, I never claimed this. Whoops. This is still on 28%. Weird. Phobos. What? What's the thing I need? I know to see it. I just need a particular resource. And I'm just curious where you have to. Okay, nanospores. That's what I'm interested in getting. So I was thinking of tossing down a resource extractor wherever one was, basically, wherever the nanospores were. Ooh, actually, what's the remember the farming thing for the tiger thing, the tiger stance? Okay, it's Jupiter. And it's Alara. Oh, it's that survival mission. Ugh. Christ. Apparently invasions. That's actually something I should keep in mind. Is there an invasion going on right now? Yes, though it's with the infestation in the corpus. Alright, Alright, well. Next time there's one with them in the Grenier, I'll join the Grenier side. That way I have a chance against Swirling Tiger. It's apparently rather uncommon. Well, it's a bit uncommon. You can transmute for it though, unlike that regeneration thing. Just having a look-see here. But you can also get corrupted mods. Interesting. You can get them in vaults. there's corrupted mods. They have a positive and negative stat. Like for example, there's one here that increases power strength but reduces power efficiency, or increases power efficiency and reduces duration. Increases duration, reduces range, so on and so forth. Interesting. I wonder, is there any way to influence things? No, it's completely random. There's no recipes for even simplest mods. Even transmuting 4 legendary mods can still yield a common mod. Christ. Okay then. I was thinking of trying my chance at transmuting things for the tigers, for the tiger thing, but no. Crossfire, Corpus. It's not an invasion. Oh no, and it's a void fissure. That means they would get corrupted even if there was any engineers there, and then they'll probably have a different drop thing. You know what, I might actually call quits for today. That sounds awesome. I don't know about overheat. Never seen that before. How much money do I have? 14,000. Can I sell anything here? No. Okay. Mods. I could sell a bit more. I have more duplicates. Okay, I have no duplicates back that way, but I have some more here. 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2. I have enough now. So, okay. Now if I go back over here, I should be able to make the dual swords. Dual heat swords, with a heat sword in either hand. And I think they are better than the singular swords. Though annoyingly, sometimes with the descriptions, they don't quite match up with the actual thing. Like there's one gun you could have, and you could get either a singular form or a dual gun form. Like you have one gun or 2 guns. And the description on the 2 guns, the 2 gun description would imply that the reload was substantially poorer on the dual gun than compared to the normal one. Apparently, it was only, it was actually pretty good for 2 guns. Most of the time, when you have dual guns rather than one gun, it's like double the reload. But it was only 1 point something times the reload. Still wasn't complete doubled. So it was actually reloading rather fast, contrary to the description. But since I can't see the stats for these weapons here, I have no idea if it's worthwhile getting a dual sword, or should I stick with a heat sword, or should I go get the big sword? I kind of like the idea of having a heat sword because it would presumably do inherent fire damage. And inherent fire damage sounds pretty nice. I'm going to actually look it up here. Dual heat swords. And see what the wiki says. The swords will have, the wiki typically has a comparison. I've looked up a couple of guns and they've compared like the dual guns to the singular gun. Okay. It has high slide damage, which is nice. It has a polarity slot for the dash across. Can hit up to 3 enemies. Some attacks inflict fire damage and status within a large area. Panic caused from fire proc lasts much longer than a knockdown and deals more damage, but doesn't deal knockdown to synthetic enemies on the ospreys and moas on slam attack, and has a low critical chance. Doesn't actually compare the two. And as you would gather from the how it looks, I thought it looked off, but I was thinking maybe it just looked off. You aren't actually wielding two heat swords. You're here wielding heat sword and a heat dagger. I don't know why they flubbed that line. That kind of annoys me. Just gonna have a quick look at the comments because I'm not sure should I go with the dual heat swords or the singular one, and I want to know before I toss away 20 grand. Apparently it used to be actually 2 heat swords, but for some reason they changed it to a sword and dagger. Okay, I'm gonna try one other thing. Dual heat swords. Come on. I am terrible at typing. D-U-S-L. That's my attempt at spelling dual. G-E-A-T. That's my attempt at spelling heat. Well, G-E-A-T. And I had an S-W-U, I think. Sword. Now I'm getting English, full text of English poetry with introductions. How to reassess your chess from scribed.com. That's what happens when you can type like shit. It's a superpower. Confuse Bing. It's the, no, not here sword. Not a dual here sword. Okay. Dual versus heat sword. Keep writing here sword, and I'm not sure if I'm not sure if it's referring to a sword that can hear or the superpower to hear swords. I wonder if it's like the superpower to hear pudding. I really like the idea of having dual swords. Though I'm not having a dual sword in that case. I'm having a sword and a dagger offhand. Which is fine, but I know it just doesn't do it for me. You know, it just doesn't caress, you know, my bollocks in the right way. There's the dual eater again, the sword and the dagger. Dual commas, at least look like dual commas. Don't know why they feck it up. Oh, I would love this. I'm too broke to buy it right now. Actually, I could actually easily get that money. Equipment. Inventory. I could sell this. But no, I should get it the endo from it. Could sell some of these, but I want them for the endo. Still have the chroma mark for some reason. A grizzly trophy extracted from the corpse of a juggernaut. Okay. Where is the blueprints I was looking for? Blueprints around here somewhere. I have a few of them, and I just want to sell them. Here we go. As you can see, I have a fair few of these. So I'm just going to sell them and get rid of them. I'll sell 2. 3. And I'll hold on to the Oberon one. Okay, I can't sell anything else. And I don't want to sell that. No. No, no, no. That would be a terrible idea. You just like that flittered across my mind there, so it's like, yeah, no, can't even think that. Please review this manifest for accuracy. So, we're most of the way to that achievement. Didn't get a chance to check how many zeros was on that. Okay, so I can either do one of two things. I can get the dual heat swords, or this giant fuck off sword. Actually, is the heat sword here? I know I got it as a quest reward, but heat. No, it's not. Of course it isn't. Of course it isn't. High spin attack at least. You. This is no preference to any thing. Wall, spin, or leap. It all works. Not bad. I'm going to look this up on the wiki before I purchase it. I just want to make sure I make the right choice. Galatine. There's actually a prime version of this sword. Sadly, I won't actually have enough to buy, enough to set it to make once I buy this, sadly. Shouldn't have bought the other thing. It boasts one of the highest damages of the heavy blade class and the highest speed. It only falls short in the critical chance when compared to others in its class. It has high damage. It is the second highest slash of all melee weapons, which is useful. Possesses momentum during regular swings, which resists interruption such as stagger or knockdown. Has a polarity slot. Has a relatively large AoE with knockdown on jump attack. Has a large base status chance. Its stand slot has a polarity matching Cleaving Whirlwind and Tempo Royale, and it's the fastest attack of all heavy bladed weapons. But it is low blunt and piercing, so it's less effective against shields and armor. And they have a comparison to it. They compare it to its primed version. And apparently the overhead chops cause small AoE damage. And apparently the sword is... the sword has the same name as the sword given to Sir Gawain, Gawain, by the Lady of the Lake, in the Arthurian legend. It is referred to as the shadow to Excalibur's light. Cool. Apparently, they also claim, the wiki also claims it's that it resembles He-Man's sword, and I think it does. Yeah, has some similarity to it. And apparently, developers describe the sword as swords so big your friends might think you're overcompensating for something, but secretly they know you're not. You know what? I like it. Sure. I'm actually really indecisive. I want it, but at the same time I'm thinking, well, I bought the dual fire swords. I should give them a go. But this sounds really tempting.
Tenno, there's a time-limited mission alert available. Check navigation.
You know what? We'll buy it. I won't be using either of them as of right now anyway. If I want to use them, I have to go and get a Orokin reactor. Or catalyst? Catalyst. I need an Orokin catalyst first, because my current sword has one on it, and I can't remove it. Once it's in, it's in. So if I want to, you know, transfer all the mods I have on that sword over, I have to get a Orokin reactor for whatever I'm getting. So I'm gonna have a bit of time to spare before I'm ready to choose one. So yeah. Actually, out of curiosity, anyone have anything nice? No? No. No. Though I think the corpus are doing a bit better now. They are here. The one I actually can't go... Actually, no, that is the one I can go to. The one I can't go to is... Hotfix inbound in 3 minutes. Good for it. Which one can I go to? Sorry, there's one of these I can't see. It was Abaddon. Abaddon, if for whatever reason, is marked as a, you know, with the fist icon. It's marked as the haven't been there icon. Alright. It's curious. Also saying about these construction statuses, but I have no idea the significance of this. Will a big event pop up when these reach max? I have no idea. It would seem so, but... Anyway, I've recorded for quite a while. I need to stop, go get some drink, go get a drink, say hi to mom, that kind of thing. You know, let people know I'm still, you know, breathing, still have a pulse. So, anyway, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll be back soon to record more. I'll have that format done by the time I come back, hopefully anyway, and hopefully I'll have made up my mind a little bit better by the time which sword I prefer, by the time I come back. Part of me would like to be using both of them, but that will cost a lot, and I would want a catalyst for both, and I need to look up how to get a catalyst. Actually, before I go, we'll just have a quick Google here. I'm not sure how interesting this is, but it's kind of like I find out and ye find out at the same time kind of thing. Okay, Orokin catalyst. Apparently you can get the alerts and gift the loot. You can get the blueprints in 6 ways. Well, you can either straight up buy them, actually with buy the catalyst for platinum for 20, or you can make them. The way of making them is from alert missions, Gifted Lotus in particular, Invasion Battle Pay. You can get them from daily tributes, tactical alert rewards. You can get complete sorties. There's a mission you can get, and then there's the completing Stolen Dreams mission. A sortie. Oh, and remember that merchant we saw earlier? He occasionally sells them as well. You know, the guy with ducats? Yeah. Sorties are special missions. They're assigned to players on a daily basis, and they consist of 3 missions of escalating difficulty that must be completed in sequence. And they've their own unique hazards and conditions, such as loadout limitations and enhanced enemies. And you have to have completed the quest, The War Within. And you can help out on them, but you can help out on as many sorties as you wish, but you will forgo any end of mission credits or additional sortie rewards. You get to keep any credits that dropped during the mission, but that's it. Those sorties do sound quite difficult because enemies can have extra shielding, you have reductions, like your shields are greatly reduced. It's a thing like Nightmare mode basically, but possibly worse, really. Like, remember that one Nightmare mode that I completed? That was actually I think maybe I did 2. Regardless, I just had no shields, so I treated it as survival horror and I did fine. Survival horror with a very agile character and some special powers. Bit of a weird one, but there you go. But yeah, basically, Gifted Lotus missions. I have no idea what these are. And this will be the last thing I'll check. I've seen one of these before, but I don't remember it too well. It's an alert that lasts 12 to 24 hours. The reward given is usually a high value item, or an item that relates to changes made in the game. The most common instance of this is after the fortnightly dev streams held by them, which rewards either an Orkin Catalyst blueprint or a Reactor blueprint, and rarely a Forma blueprint. Other instances that reward less predictable items include an apology to players for certain bugs, and the Back to School event. The Gift of the Lotus can take a form of any mission excluding assassination, and they usually use enemies ranging from 10 to 15. There's a special one on, a special one that rewarded 10 rare ranked 5 fusion cores in commemoration of a NASA thing. NASA's New Horizons probe's historic flyby of Pluto. Cool. But that's a cool little tie-in. Wouldn't be surprised if Evil 9 had something like that. Remember, they had a... I know they launched something into space or something. It was like... Well, when I say launched into space, it was like some weird balloon thing or something. They, CCP didn't, launch in, or CPP or whatever they're called. They didn't, they don't have a random missile on some, Icelandic island, or, chunk of rock off the coast of Iceland. They don't have anything like that. As far as I know, anyway. Just go into their HQ and it's just like, they've like a hidden underground lair. With missile silos and shite. Real James Bond villain. Except it's all about creating a good game, damn it. Spreadsheets in space. I should be meaning to go back to that game. Have more fun with it, It was enjoyable enough. So, yeah, Gift of Lotus, not very common. Well, it's typically comes up once every 2 weeks. So I guess that one will be upcoming soon. Okay, I'll have to keep an eye out for those. So, I hope you've enjoyed this, folks, and I'll be back soon to record more. But until then, adios.